Hello, you join us on finals day of Match Race France here in Marseille, the sixth stage of the Alpari World Match Racing Tour, on a day where our two finalists, Ian Williams and Will Tiller, have faced all the elements. It might look quite dry right now, but trust me, just a few moments ago, we were battling thunderstorms, rain, some high winds. It made for exciting racing, and it also made for some failed TV coverage as well. But we'll bring you exactly what we have. We'll start with that final race. It was the first of two. Ian Williams needed to win this one to take the overall Match Race France title and add valuable points to the overall Tour leaderboard.
And it is game on. 50 seconds to go.
And Tiller also has to keep clear of the windward boat. So he's the one under pressure now from the rules point of view.
At some stage I think we're going to see a luff from Williams. There's the tack. Williams is going to respond. It looks to me like William Tiller in trouble here. He's just trying to keep him trapped. Williams will just be happy to wind the clock down, try and keep this luff going as long as possible. There's the start line.
Okay. He's going to go for a jibe round.
I'm not sure this is the right decision from Williams. It looks to me like... Now the question is, if he goes up to tack here, can William Tiller shut? Does he have a shut out on the committee boat? Williams tacking down. William Tiller definitely doesn't have a shut. We can see the committee boat. 4 seconds to go. It's all action here. William Tiller on the left side, and Ian Williams gets a superb start up at the boat end. The two taxis separated to windward. The breeze really in, the rain driving down. But it is Williams from Great Britain which has dominated this start, and he leads up on this right-hand side. And William Tiller must win this match to stay in this competition. As we look upwind across both boats, we can see a massive grey cloud over to that left-hand side of the racecourse. There is more weather coming in here.
A long time. I know, Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
And we can see this wind has really come in. Over 30 knots of breeze powering down this course here in Marseille.
Why not? Okay, coming down. Wait up, guys.
We round the mark. We can see there both boats setting and jibing. And there is a twist on board both boats as we power around the top mark. Tiller has passed the three-time world champion. He had the measure of him in the hoist. Both boats had a twist.
Wait back.
They both went jibe set, so must
wait back is the key.
Probably, with the wind shift.
Okay.
Tiller the first to get his spinnaker set, and he now has this race lead as we power down the run.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Both boats flat out on the plane. Oh, here comes Williams. He jibes, he sets.
Any drop now, guys, any drop. Well understood, sorry.
Antilla has his spinnaker down. Williams. Chris Main, I think, on the side of the boat, nearly into the water as we come down to the bottom mark, but managing to stay on. But a messier drop from the three-time world champion, and it's William Tiller that is powering away from the bottom mark.
Can we try and do a
But
double
now,
in the tack?
it is Williams that is slowly eking back into Tiller. We've seen him cut down that deficit from about 6 lengths at the bottom mark to about 3 lengths. I think the tax on Williams' boat perhaps better than on William Tiller.
Got it, sailing fast all the way here.
So Williams looking to try and get a piece as we come into this mark. He's close, but is he close enough? Williams is on the breeze and he's high. Is he going to get a piece? He's calling starboard. And Tiller tacks under his bow. And there is the top mark. So Williams has managed to get inside him.
Here we go.
He's been sailing smart.
Going fast, please, guys.
So we have a lead change.
Big heights, guys.
I'm not sure Williams is going to round the mark straight away here. We'll see.
Wait out.
Here we go. The hoist is going up, and here comes Williams, and here comes Tiller. It's game on for this second match here. Now, if Williams can hold this lead, he will win this final. But William Tiller is in a great position to attack as we come down this final run.
Wait, back and out.
It is do or die now for William Tiller. He has to come back.
Yeah, I know.
He has to try and get some traction in this race. And as the wind drives down, it is Williams' bow that comes through. It is Ian Williams from GAC Pindar that comes through. He claims this race, he claims this final, and he claims Match Race France.
You're the flying man.
Clarification, if ever you needed it, that our skippers really were tested today in that live final. Ian Williams managing to cross the line, as you saw, and was crowned winner for Match Race France, the 6th stage of the Alpari World Match Racing Tour. He leapfrogs Bjorn Hansen in the overall tour leaderboard. But before we get to that, we did have lots of testing conditions ourselves to deal with. Our cameras went down, we had nothing at one point. So what we did was take Ian Williams, newly crowned winner, offshore, back into the commentary booth, the only dry place it seems, for a chat with our commentator Simon Shaw.
Ian Williams, I mean, firstly, you must be absolutely stoked with that win and what it means for your overall standings.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't done such good work on topping up the tan today, but getting some points on the Alpari World Match Racing Tour was the prime goal, and fantastic to get 25 points and draw Bjorn in overall.
And I suppose just firstly to stay with the performance today, I mean, it really looked like you guys had a measure of those conditions, perhaps sailing the boat a little flatter and in command. Just talk me through who you had on the boat and how they helped you make it happen for you.
Yeah, well, the team here is Matt Cassidy on the bow, Jerry Mitchell on main trim, and Chris Main on jib trim and tactics, and they did a great job all day. I mean, that boat seemed to have a little bit more weather helm than some of the other ones, so we actually felt like we were struggling a little bit. But you know, yeah, probably that's why we were sailing the boat a little flatter, to try and take that weather helm off. And we seemed to have a lower, faster mode actually all week in light and windy weather, which I think was a gain. We were always debating about whether it was better or not. But yeah, up that second beat, I think boat speed was what got us back into him after the slide error at the top, and a bit of excitement at the bottom mark with Chris Main.
Well, we saw him nearly take a tumble on the TV actually. So
well, we've been laughing about the Flying Lotus all week, and now that's his nickname, because he was hoisting up the mark. He was flying off the spinnaker halyard at the bottom mark there. He was well clear of the boat. I don't know how much you caught on the, camera.
All we saw was his leg nearly fly off the deck, and then him come back
he
on
was
board.
launched. No, he was like 3 feet outside of the gunnel, hanging off the halyard. So that was a scary moment. But yeah, we managed to get around the bottom mark. You know, at least with the right sails up and the right sails down, and get going again. And yeah, no, it was really pleased, obviously, to manage to get the win.
And it must, I mean, in those sort of conditions when you see this horrible storm coming across, you must think, oh, I'm glad I've got 4-time Volvo competitor Jerry Mitchell trimming the main instead of peasy little me.
Not at all, Shawsey. I think we won a few races in these sort of conditions in our time. But no, I think You know what? We didn't really see that breeze coming. Actually, it caught us. I think it caught both boats out a little bit because the rain had come and it hadn't actually really brought that much breeze with it, and we were so focused on the pre-start and the first speed, and it just sort of steadily built during. And then obviously as we came in at the top mark, it kicked in quite hard, and we didn't have obviously the right settings, not enough halyards on, not enough outhaul on, and really the whole race was about trying to get the boat set up for the conditions while still keeping hiking out, keeping the boat on its feet and all that. So yeah, really tough.
We had a tent full of Mod 70 Volvo Ocean weather specialist. So Brian Thompson sat next to us, and he was peeking around the side of the tent, and he was calling it into the minute. So perhaps we should consider taking Brian on the next match racing campaign. So make sure the halyards are right.
Well, there you go.
And so in terms of, obviously a fantastic result win here. In terms of what that means for your overall standings, I'm sure your understanding of the maths is better than mine, but I understand you've leapfrogged Bjorn overall with the points, but it's still very tight at the top.
Yeah, I think we leapfrog him temporarily until the average points from Portugal kick in, and then he'll be back ahead of us.
But not by much.
But it'll be close, yeah. I think now we're within a few points going into Malaysia, almost whatever happens in Bermuda. And that was our goal at the start of the year, to go into Malaysia with a chance of winning, and we certainly got that, so we're super happy with that.
Ian Williams was clearly ecstatic there, as you saw, and he alluded to the overall tour leaderboard. Well, we can bring you that now. And after 6 events, Ian Williams now has leapfrogged Bjorn Hansen to the top on 112 points. Bjorn Hansen from Mekonomen Sailing Team on 97. Pierre-Antoine Morvan from Van Aglo Sailing Team 95. Keith Swinton, another great regatta for him, coming off the back of being crowned King of the Mountain. A 3rd place finish, winning the Petit final earlier, and he's on 83 points now, up to 4th place, pushing Peter Gilmore down to 5th on 81. Laurie Jury, another big mover over the last couple of regattas, is down in 6th on 65. And as we look towards the bottom end of that leaderboard, Phil Robertson and Johnny Bernson in 7th and 8th. William Tiller, who was our finalist here for Match Race France, on equal points with Johnny Bernson on 37. Simona Ferrarese on 29, Mathieu Richard on 28, and Jordan Rees props up the rest on 22. So Ian Williams takes top spot for the time being anyway, but there will be plenty more swapping and changing in the last 2 regattas. And I can confirm, after speaking to Craig Mitchell, the tour director, that the points from Portugal, which was cancelled, will be allocated after our next regatta in Bermuda, which is our next stop. We'll see you there. Bye for now.